This is a pair of German blue rams, and in just a few minutes they'll begin to lay their eggs on this rock. But first, they need to prepare the rock by cleaning it. At the moment, it's the female cleaning the rock while the male is digging one of the many pits in the sand that these fish have dug all around this tank. When the eggs hatch, the parents will pick up the babies and move them to one of these pits in the sand so that it's easier to keep all of the little wrigglers in one place. Both fish take turns and work together to get the area ready for their young. And these beautiful fish, like all cichlids, are very serious when it comes to protecting their babies, so everything has to be just perfect. If you look closely, you'll be able to see special tubes sticking out from the bottom of each of these fish. On the female, this tube is called an ovipositor, but it's more commonly known as a breeding tube. She'll use this tube to place each egg on the rock one at a time as she swims back and forth over the surface of the rock, while the male follows close behind and releases his milt to fertilize the eggs. The male seems to be growing a little impatient as he waits for her to begin laying the eggs, but she's in no hurry. And now finally the female has decided that she's ready to start laying her eggs. And so it begins, one tiny egg at a time. And unlike angelfish who tend to lay their eggs in straight lines, the German blue ram takes a much more random approach. I keep these fish at a temperature of 82 degrees Fahrenheit or 28 degrees Celsius, so these eggs will develop very quickly. And in just 38 hours from now, they'll begin to hatch into tiny little fish larvae known as wrigglers. The wriggler stage will last for about 3 days, and then the tiny fish will begin to swim for the first time. And once the little fish are free swimming, I'll start feeding them live baby brine shrimp. It's important to keep the water clean and warm. It's also important to keep the water parameters stable, and since this is only a 5-gallon tank, I do small, gradual water changes, and I'm very careful not to overfeed. The water where I live is fairly soft, and the pH in this tank hovers at about 6.5. And I guess now is as good a time as any to ask you to please help support my effort to continue bringing you these high-quality videos by contributing to this channel through my PayPal account. Every little bit helps, and I could really use the help. The eggs have hatched and the little fry are now 5 days old. And in just 6 months from now, or even less, these baby fish will be able to have children of their own. But for now, they're still under the watchful eye of their parents, who will continue to look after them until they're old enough to be on their own. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that you have a beautiful day.